Welcome yet again to an episode of Cooking Unlocked. I'm Elizabeth Locke, and today we are making fresh tomato soup in a blender. Nothing on the stove at all. And I know, it sounds kind of crazy, and I've never tried it, but I saw the recipe and I wanted to attempt it because how fun is that? Supposedly, the 6 minutes in the blender at high heat or at high speed actually creates the cooking element. So we're going to try this together. So what are the ingredients we need for this fresh tomato soup? Well, we need stewed tomatoes. They are a compari tomato, but they're canned. So 1 can of stewed compari tomatoes. You can definitely use a plum tomato, any kind of tomato, like whatever you've got in the actual cupboard works too. We've got 1 tablespoon of onion salt. Got 1/4 cup of carrot tops, which is why I've got this fresh organic carrot sitting here for you. We're going to be using carrots today. I've already pre-chopped them. When you use the blender, you actually don't have to chop anything at all, but because I do my meal prep at the beginning of the week, I have all of my veggies already prepped. But I wanted you to see this beautiful organic carrot. Of course, it comes with all these carrot tops on them, and I like to use the tops. It's a nice peppery, it's like parsley in flavor, but it's got that peppery piece. So we're going to use that as well. Then we've also got 2 tablespoons of pink Himalayan salt. We've got our carrots and our celery. Again, you don't have to pre-cut them for this blender recipe, but I already had them done. A heaping tablespoon of chopped garlic. Then you also need a nice crispy piece of bread because we are going to use this as the device to serve our tomato soup today. I've already pre-made some garlic butter. It's just some carrot tops, half a stick of butter, and some fresh raw garlic in there. That's all that is. And that's everything. So let's get going on this. First, we're going to prepare our bread. All right, first we're going to make a weld in our bread. And then we're going to cut on the bias. Such a nice crispy bread. All right, then we are going to take our Swiss cheese. Did I mention Swiss cheese in the ingredients? I don't think I did. We're going to actually make this a grilled cheese bread boat. So Swiss cheese is my favorite to use for that because it melts so beautifully. So I am going to layer in the well where the soup is going to get poured. So it acts as kind of a cheesy goodness barrier. And then I'm going to stick the cheese directly into those cuts that I made. Then my already homemade melted butter, carrot tops, and fresh garlic, I am just going to pour directly over the top. If you have a pastry brush, use it. If you don't, it's fine. I'm just going to rub that all over my bread so that when I stick it back in the oven, I'm going to get this buttery goodness to melt into my crust. My garlic, my carrot tops are all going to sink into that bread. Now the timing of this, and that's why we're starting with the bread first, is that by the time this cheese melts, our quick blender soup should be done. It's gonna take 6 minutes in the blender. This should only take 6 minutes in the oven. I'm gonna stick that in the oven. And my oven is set on 380 and it was already preheated. I'm gonna get this all out of my way now. All right, you dump all your ingredients in there. So your 2 cups of your stewed tomatoes, onion salt, carrot tops, Himalayan salt, carrots and celery, garlic. You save the milk for 45 seconds after it gets hot. So hot, almost ready to serve, the last 45 seconds in the blender is when you add the milk. All right, we have added our milk. Our soup is steaming hot. Our bread is out of the oven. Actually pour your soup right into the bread. And the beauty of this is this cheesy, beautiful, hot, toasty garlic bread dipped right into your tomato soup. That's incredible. Oh my God, that's so good. Enjoy.